It sounds as if politically we're going into a critical moment. Theresa May sounds as if she can't find consensus on the customs union. This is cable's movement over the past 2 weeks, the biggest 2-week drop since the flash crash. John, to you first of all, political risk, it would appear to me, for once I'm able to sit at a distance here, is rising and critically rising.
Yeah, it does seem to be intensifying, and that's because the topics they're addressing are getting more serious. The reason that the customs union issues are coming to a head is because we're talking about the long-term relationship between the UK and the EU. This isn't just about the transitional period. And you see in this apparent situation where the majority of the so-called Brexit war cabinet want to move in the direction of the sort of harder Brexit option, essentially, how multifaceted and uncertain all of this is. I think if you'd had this same debate a week ago, when Amber Rudd was still Home Secretary, it probably would have gone in the other direction on the basis that she was more in favour of the customs partnership than the so-called Max Fac option. So, you know, this is a rapidly evolving situation. Political risk is climbing. That's one reason why sterling is coming off, and for us, certainly one reason why the economy is struggling in the UK.
Sterling also coming off, though, of course, on those expectations coming down of that May rate hike from the Bank of England. When you balance that with what's happening with Brexit, how do you trade the gilt markets right now?
Well, I mean, for us overall, if you look, for example, at the first quarter GDP numbers, very weak, partly about weather and hopefully temporary factors, but partly about fundamental weakness. And we tie that all to a lack of confidence, a lack of clarity, a lack of confidence in investing, and weakness of consumer confidence as well. So we think the economy, as I say, goes on struggling. We think the governor's right to back away from raising rates in May. We think there's more downside ahead for economic momentum, and therefore gilt yields, at least for now, should remain a safe haven and outperform these other markets.